Each morning, the market comes to life with the rising sun. Metal shutters roll open. Vendors set up their stalls. Familiar faces prepare for another day of work and hope. For years, this place has been more than just a market. It's been a community, a space built on hard work, laughter, shared stories, and quiet strength. But now, the crowd has thinned, the noise has faded, and some corners sit empty. In an age of rapid technology, faster delivery, and global convenience, traditional markets like this are being left behind. Globalization brings many changes, easier access, wider choices, but it also leaves quiet footprints, slowly fading to places that once held our everyday lives. It's slowly erasing places that were once a part of daily life. And with every day that passes, a part of our local culture risks being lost. To understand the impact of these changes, we spoke with two market vendors, those who have seen the shift firsthand. They've seen regular customers slowly disappear, and they've felt the pressure as modern shopping keeps pushing forward. These are their stories.
This is their reality.
Ang pangalan ko ay si Aya. Ito ay hindi ko na maalala kung kailan kasi medyo matagal-tagal na rin.
Ako po si Hanea. Since 2005 po, nag-start po kami magtinda po dito sa Batangas.
Para may panggastos araw-araw, para may kinikita. Ganun. Yung para makaipon na din. Ganun.
Actually, hindi po business. Yung working student po. Ganun.
Yung sobrang tumal. Tapos mahirap natin makabenta. Hindi tulad sa online, mag-order ka lang tapos i-deliver na. Hindi tulad ng nakapwesto, di ba? Kailangan mo pang pumunta. Yun yung mahirap din sa online shopping. Kumbaga, sobrang apektado kami sa online shopping ngayon kaysa mga nakapwesto. Ganun. Napakatumal, ganun. Yung sa dati kasi, medyo maganda-ganda yung bintahan kasi wala pang online. Mas malaki pa yung kinikita dati kasi wala pang online. Nung, yung tawag dito, naging uso na yung mga online, gaya ng Shopee, Lazada. Doon na rin nagsimula yung pagtumal ng kitahan namin ng mga pwesto-pwesto. Mas malaki yung kinikita ng mga shop ngayon. Yung ibig kong sabihin, yung online shopping ngayon kaysa nakapwesto. Pero okay lang din naman, nakakaraos na din. Pero mas maganda pa rin yung dati nung walang online shopping kaysa compare ngayon na meron.
Malakas pa po yung bentahan sa aming tindahan. Pero nung sumikat na po yung mga online selling, medyo kumonti na po yung mga bumibili pa, konti na lang po. Kasi mas gusto po nilang bumili sa mga online selling kasi nga po, padalian lang po.
Parang sobrang tuman lang, ganun lang. Kasi nauso yung online shopping. Tapos yung sa online shopping ay o-order ka lang tapos may magde-deliver na, hindi tulad dito, ikaw pa yung mismong pupunta, di ba? So yun yung dahilan ng pagtuman ng pagtitinda ngayon sa pagpupwesto. Yung pagpupwesto at i-compare sa online shopping. Pero may araw na wala, ganon.
Wala po talagang benta.
Oo, minsan wala. Pero okay din naman. Tapos may ibang araw din na medyo okay yung bentahan. Parang bumabawi rin. Ganon. Bawi-bawi lang. Panahon.
Same lang po. Minsan po kasi yung mga mamimili, yung iba po gusto po nila yung talagang dito po sila bibili, hindi sa online. Kasi nga po, sa online daw po, hindi daw po nila nakikita yung mga product na bibilhin nila kasi malay po nila na baka po iba yung dumating. Yun. And meron din pong bad ways kasi po yung iba parang parang sinasabi nila, ay, mas mura sa TikTok, sa Shopee, kaysa dito ang mahal. Pero, pagdating naman po sa kanila, iba naman po yung product na darating.
Sa pagtangkilik naman sa online shopping, yun ang hindi natin alam kasi malay mo mawala yun. Diba? Tapos bumalik din yung bintahan dito, yung mga pagninegosyo sa labas, ganito, pagre-renta. Ganun lang yun. Hindi natin alam yung nangyayari. Malay mo, mawala din yung online shopping, pero nakakatulong din naman yun, di ba? Kahit pa paano. Parang lang, bumaba lang yung sense ng pagninegosyo dito sa mga labas, yung mga nakapwesto.
Kumbaga yung mga dati naming paninda, yung mga wala na pong size, yun po yung mga ginawa po namin. Opo. Tapos yung iba po, buy one take one na lang para po talaga maubos na. Pero yung iba naman po kasi ay tumaas nga po yung puhunan. So,
Ano po nangyayari din sa mga suppliers na stock?
binababa na lang po namin ng presyo.
Pero pag po hindi po talaga siya nabenta, ano po nangyayari sa kanila?
Pinapamigay na lang.
Nag-try na rin po ba kayong magtinda sa online para ibenta yung mga produkto ninyo?
Opo. Sabihin ko ba? Sa TikTok po, sa affiliate po. Pero hindi din po madali kasi konti lang po yung viewers na mga nanonood. At saka madami na din po nag-affiliate ngayon.
Dami ko pong kalaban talaga sa
Opo.
Pero nag-try po ba kayong mag-live?
Opo. Minsan lang po pag may time.
Pero yung TikTok lang po yung ginamit nyo. Hindi po yung Facebook.
Wala po.
Okay din naman kahit pa paano. Yung andun pa rin yung pagninegosyo, tapos hindi na rin mawawala yun kasi parang na yan, tawag dito, nakasanayan na. Hindi na yung maiwan-iwan sa bansa natin, di ba? Yung pagninegosyo. Depende lang sa pagdiskarte sa buhay, pagdiskarte kung paano mo palalaguin.
Feeling ko parang mas lalong aahon yung mga sa palengke kasi may times din na mabenta, mayroong hindi, pero mas madami pa din yung araw na madaming benta ganun. Yung iba kasi hindi naniniwala sa online shopping ganun kasi mas gusto nila yung mas nakikita nila sa personal. Kasi mas madaming tao na mas gugustuhin talaga nila na makikita talaga nila sa personal kaysa madami din naniniwala sa online na mga scam ganun o kaya
Kasi di natin maiiwan yung pagdinegosyo. Mas kumbaga diskarte lang yung i-discarte na lang natin.
yun talaga dahil nga dun sa na mas gusto talaga nila na nakikita nila sa personal. Parang mas gusto nilang paniwalaan yung sa personal kaysa picture lang, ganun.
Hey! Ano na bro? Friend, galing kami sa bayan. Dapat interview kami doon mga ilang vendors eh.
Nakakalungkot nga lang kasi seeing how a place that are used to be so crowded, ngayon kakaunti na yung tao. Madadama mo talaga yung pagbabago.
Yeah, it's like the soul of the market is fading. For decades, the public market has been a symbol of community. Some people go to market not just to shop, but to share stories, greet familiar faces, and support local sellers.
Yeah, true. When me and Paolo were there, we talked to the two vendors. They said they've been there for like years now, and they even said they've been there for like 2005, like 20 years. Then other vendors said that they've been there for quite a while as well.
Well, for them, this wasn't just a job. It was a way to survive, a way to put food on the table, pay their bills, and set aside something for the future.
I bet they remember when the market was green, not just with product, but with people. Customers came regularly. Some were soaky, others were new, but there was always a movement.
Oo, pre. Sabi nila sa amin, back then, business was good. Sabi nila, Sales were good enough to sustain their needs. Pero hindi rin tumatagal. Nadadama din nila yung pagbabago.
Yeah, like it started slowly. Like fewer people started coming. Then there was less noise, fewer faces. Then boom, online shopping became a thing. Like platforms like TikTok, Shopee, Lazada. Like in the comfort of your own home, you can just zoom through stores and buy whatever you need. Like 2 taps and boom, product outside your door.
I feel sad for the vendors. The impact on them was very clear. Sales dropped, the foot traffic decreased. Some days they would even go home without selling a single item. Globalization was making it smart, and the public market was taking the heat.
I know exactly how it feels. Our family runs a footwear business in the public market of our town. Before, our stall was never empty. People were always coming in, trying on shoes, asking for sizes. But now, with the rise of online shopping, customers come very once in a while. What they earn in a day now is nothing compared to how it used to be.
But globalization isn't all bad. May naniniwala nga na ibang vendors na online shopping can be convenient para doon sa mga tamad. Yan. So, especially for those who don't have energy or time to go out, mga busy sa trabaho nila. Yan ganyan. Pero, not always perfect. People get scammed. Kaya nga nung isang araw kapitbahay ko. Yan. There's always that risk pa rin.
Yeah, and because of that, there are still some people who would, go to physical stores, see the products up close, talk to people face to face, feel the product in their hands, and there's an interaction between the vendor and the consumer, and there's trust in that, like you cannot get that from a random screen on your phone.
Para makasabay, some vendors are trying to adapt, gumagawa sila ng bago. One of them mentioned that they are selling through TikTok, becoming an affiliate.
But even then, it's not easy. The online platforms are crowded, the competition is tough, and without the right knowledge or tools, it's easy to let behind.
Pero, hindi pa rin sila nag-give up. Despite the growing challenges they face, kumakawak pa rin sila sa pag-asa. Naniniwala sila na ang public market, hindi siya mawawala. Lalo dito sa Pilipinas.
Because for many Filipinos, these places are more than just shops. They are part of the culture, of daily life, of memory.
Tama too. Kaya nga one of the vendors told us that in business, we need diskarte.
That's true. It's hard to survive if you don't have that. Everything is always changing, and holding on requires more than just hope. It takes action, creativity, and constant learning.
Ano mo mabos nito?
Okay ka. Oras mo ba?
Ayoko pa eh.
Masarap siya.
Ayoko na, pre.
Kaya na daw na nakain.